he's learned not to ask me to train with him. Ferrigno.
This is the big one. I promise I'm not going to cry today. You know, there's always a saying, they say that birthdays never take as funeral with memorial. And I feel like I'm home today because we have every champion, just about every champion in bodybuilding history, Frank and Joe, here, because you know life is short and we need to enjoy every day because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day. You're all probably wondering why I'm in a sling. I had rotator cuff surgery and what about Weider force reps? You know, come on, Louie, 2 more, 4 more, 5 more. Joe always pushes me for 110%. That's what happened. I guess I never forget him. You know, it's funny, Joe wasn't around today. Where would we be today? Like, for example, Arnold would be the playboy of Austria. Frank will be running a macaroni factory. And myself, I'll probably be mugging people back at my father's alley. You know, I wanted to tell you a story. About 27 years ago, I got a phone call one morning with Joe Weider. Joe said, come with me, pack up your suitcase, come to the airport, I'm taking you to the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. I believe it's the Mr. Olympia, back in 1987. So I went to the airport, we flew on the plane together. So Joe was talking about bodybuilding, and we got to the hotel, we checked into the suite, and there was a small couch downstairs, upstairs with the bed. So we got about 10 o'clock at night, pretty late. And then I remember taking a shower with a lot of steam. And I keep seeing these eyes looking at me. I'm taking a shower. So Joe said to me, why don't you sleep upstairs? I said, no, Joe, I'll sleep downstairs because I'm comfortable with the couch. So Joe goes to sleep. So I fall asleep, 7 o'clock in the morning. I thought the earthquake, the couch was shaking, and Joe standing in front of me doing a double arm pull, completely naked. What do you think, Flo? I still got it. I looked at myself, I didn't want to look below the navel. But I kept saying, this is passion. Joe still got it. He's like 62, 63 years old. He still got it. It's amazing. He was flexing. He looked great, by the way, but I didn't want to see him being naked.
I love this story.
I think that's taken for the memorial. But I'm going to do it again. I'll make sure I sleep and another suite. I met Joe in 1972 because as a kid growing up, I used to read whole comic books, the Superman comic books, because I was obsessed, fascinated with power. I had lived a lot of obstacles to overcome. And I remember one time I was trading whole comic book, the Superman comic. I would make my father take me to the store, and I remember seeing the magazine that said Muscle Power, and there's a shot of Dave Draper on the cover. I said, wow, there is a Mr. Universe. I always thought back then it was like Mr. America, only female competitors, like female, like Mr. Universe. So I remember I took the magazine home, I read every page, constantly, and there was a picture. I see all these barbell plates. And Joe standing there in the upright pose with the mustache, and just hit me because I've always wanted to have ways to work out. But I said, wow, I could someday be part of his history. You know, I told people I wanted to compete, and they looked at me, they laughed, because I was skinny and introverted. So to fast forward, 1972, I went to the 1972 Mr. Universe competition, and Arnold backstage with Franco. But I remember see Joe walking up, he had a mustache, usual. He had a smile on his face. I said, oh my God, this is Joe Weider. So I'm trying to stand up straight, trying to keep flex, because I was excited by meeting him. And Joe said to me, you know, I want you to come to California. Because he said, Arnold's a superstar, Weider's a superstar, and Frank Dane's a superstar. You could be one of them. And I said to myself, I'm going home. And then I moved to California. And then Joe always constantly pushed me. You see, everybody has so much to say about Joe. There's so much to say about Joe. And I want to say about Joe the fact that he was so passionate about fitness. He was an educator. He was like a second father because I never had a real true father figure because I never got any satisfaction from him. I never got a pat on my back. I was told I was no good, I could never be successful, I'm this and that stuff. And I figured I have to just take it with a grain of salt because of the fact that it's my father, because you can choose your friend, but you can't choose your parent. But Joe was so instrumental in my career because he always wanted the best for me. Joe had a lot of different vision, and he always wanted the best. If he would say something, like for example, many years ago, I was afraid to speak. And you know, public speaking is the #1 fear in life. So Joe says someday you're going to get on stage and be proud and speak. Because what I wanted to Joe had a lot of different vision, and he always wanted the best. If he would say something, like for example, many years ago, I was afraid to speak. And you know, public speaking is the #1 fear in life. So Joe says someday you're going to get on stage and be proud and speak. Because when I went to Miss Universe competition, they couldn't use my speech because it was not understandable. But Joe said to me, you can do it. Nothing will stop you. You can be a champion. I'll never forget the day one time I was training for in 1977 Miss Olympia. And along came the audition for the Hulk. I was in the best shape of my life, maybe about 290 pounds. And I was nervous about it. I wanted the job. I was going to shoot the pilot for the Hulk. So I went to Joe. I said, Joe, I'm embarrassed to say that I have an audition for the Hulk. I won the part, but I can't compete in 6 weeks for the Miss Olympia competition. I was just like, I know what to expect. And you know what Joe said? Take the job. Compete next year. He wanted it then. He never wanted me just to be a bodybuilder. He wanted more than that. Any dream, any vision I had, that's what I wanted. And I'm very blessed. I think one of the greatest achievements in my life is being my wife, because I've always adored my whole life Betty Weider. Betty's like Betty Weider. She's a beautiful woman. And she was always in the magazine. Sometimes I'll go to the bathroom and lock the door because I would be thinking, Betty Weider, a beautiful woman. Wow! So I decided that I met my wife, and I'm very blessed with 3 beautiful children, and all because of Joe. And I've learned so much. But one thing I wanted to say more, I want to say that back in the old days, they had competition. AAU promoted the bodybuilding competition, and they would have the bodybuilding competition after the powerlifting, like 11 o'clock at night. And Joe infuriated him because he always wanted the bodybuilders to be treated the way they were. You know, till today, Joe has never shown bodybuilders at their worst in the magazine, always look for the best. And right now, as we speak, I think Joe right now is in heaven negotiating with God and St. Peter at Purely Gay State. I could put you on the cover of a little. Thank you.